Welcome back to my garage, everyone. This episode, we're going to look at some beautiful Powr-Kraft tools that my friend Matt at Matt's 1791 garage sent me. Just a outstanding specimen of a Powr-Kraft jigsaw, which I don't think it's ever been used before. It's just in beautiful condition. We might polish it up a little bit, and that'll be about it. And he sent me a really nice Powr-Kraft plane, which I've never seen one before. It needs a little bit of love, and we're going to give it to it in this episode. So without any further rambling and yammering, let's get right to it. Here we go. The time has come when I'm finally going to take an in-depth look at this beautiful Powr-Kraft jigsaw, or Sabre saw as they call it, that was sent to me by Matt at Matt's 1791 garage. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It's got all the blades with it. It's got the original owner's manual. It's got this piece here is a blade guide for hologram blades. So, not exactly sure what's going on with that, but I guess I'll find out as we get more into this. Look at this. Montgomery Ward Sabre saw blades, $3.89. Most of the blades are there. I might clean this up a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do, it does work. I've plugged it in. We'll do that again in a little bit. It has not been used much, I don't think. You can look at the bottom here. See, it's really not scratched up that much. Got all these blades came with it, and the edge guide, or whatever you call that thing. So what I am going to do, I believe, is I'm going to take these blades, I'm going to leave them in the original packaging, and put them in my drawer that I have all kinds of different saw blades and what have you. These kind are not the bayonet kind. These are the old kind that use a screw or a bolt or something, a bolt that goes into these little holes that holds them in. So these are the old kind of blades. The newer ones are bayonet style, and they just kind of slip in there. So I'm going to put these away. I think I'm going to spruce this up a little bit, this little case, and put all these things in I have a drawer for saw blades. So let's do a little bit of cleaning on this, and we'll put it away. We'll get all that done, then we'll decide what we're going to do with this. I have decided pretty much that I am not going to take it apart. It doesn't need to be taken apart. I'm just going to clean it up, polish it a little bit, and call it good. So let me get reset here. That dirt's coming off pretty well. Looks like just dirt or grease. Might as well hit the front here a little bit. I don't want to disturb the price tag, the original price tag. I used to have some of these older type blades. I'm going to have to look and see if I still have them around here somewhere. I do have a bunch of them. Maybe I can find a few that will kind of fill out the collection here. Let me see if I can figure out if some of these can be replaced with what I have here. I found several blades that may not be exactly right in the right place here, but it kind of makes for a nicer presentation, whether it's correct or not. So I think this is just a very cool thing to have to go along with the saw and the accessories. So now these have gone into my saw blades drawer. Alright, I'm going to put the hollow ground blade guide in this envelope where I found it. This piece is referred to as the rip guide. It needs absolutely nothing, so I'm not going to do a thing to it. The manual calls this the auxiliary knob, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a cleanup, and after that I think we'll be ready to get to the main event. I'm going to use the fine conditioning belt on this. Now for a little novice number 1 on the knob. Alright, I pronounce that done. Now let's go on to the saw itself. So let me ponder this and we'll decide how we're going to approach this. I'm not going to take it apart. This is going to be a cosmetic cleanup basically, and that's it. So let me have a plan of attack, and I'll bring you back after that. This saw has an interesting feature. It's variable speed. So the way it works is when you turn it on, it uncovers this little speed control. You can slow it down to almost nothing. Interesting. Works fine. Here's the Montgomery Ward's Powr-Kraft model TPC 8933A variable speed Sabre saw. After a little bit of cleanup, not much, it didn't take much. Cleaned it and polished it just a little bit. This knob, handle knob, can be installed on either side. And this is called the, I think they call it the rip guide here. So all in all, it's a really nice, I think beautiful machine. And I am very thankful to Matt for sending this to me. Beautiful, isn't it? I like it. Matt at Matt's 1791 Garage sent me this beautiful Powr-Kraft plane. It's nice. It's dirty, right? A little bit of rust, but it seems to be all there. This is the first time I've really gotten a chance to look at it, so I hope I can do it justice. It doesn't seem to have any broken pieces, so let's take the lever cap, this is called, off. No problems there. This is called the chip breaker, or the cap iron, and this would be the iron or the blade. Got some nicks there. Let's see if we can break that loose. Yeah. I can see a date with the wire brush and an evaporist bath for a lot of these parts. This is called the lateral adjustment lever. I've been learning the terminology of planes. I've used planes lots of times, but I never really knew what all the parts were called. This is the, what is that called? Well, it's a screw. I know that. And it screws into this item, which I believe is called the frog. Let's see if perhaps I can get this loose. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, there's one in every crowd, isn't there? All right. That usually does the trick. That pin was kind of stubborn, but I finally got it out of there. So I don't think I'm going to remove this piece. I'm going to leave it there. I wonder if I could get this out. I don't know. This is a left-hand thread. Could it possibly come out this way? I doubt it. Yep. I may want to leave well enough alone. Sure wish I could get that out of there though. I doubt that I could find a left-hand thread, make a couple of jam nuts. I'll have to ponder that. It was easier than I thought. Vice grips and leather to the rescue. Okay, that is as far as I'm going with this. This is mainly dirt, I think. May not have to do much to this part. The sole, I think it's called. Maybe just a little cleaning. I think the dirt may have protected the finish on this thing inside here. I don't know. We'll see. Same here. May not have to do anything with these two pieces. It's maybe a good cleaning. Now, these, on the other hand, that's dirt. I think we're going to have to wire brush that just to see what to do with this piece next. These two are probably going to need wire brush and evaporust, along with a few of the small bits over here. So, overall though, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good shape. A lot of dirt. Not as much rust as I would have thought. Yeah, there's some rust here on the blade, or the iron, I believe it's called. All right. Well, I think that's about enough of this fun I could stand today. Duty calls over some other things, so these we'll have to wait till tomorrow. We'll hit them with a wire brush and decide which ones go into the bath after that. Here are the parts of the Powr-Kraft plane. It's been disassembled. I've done some cleaning on it. Still got a ways to go. I've got to scrape all the old paint off these wooden parts. I haven't quite decided what to do about the paint on here. I'm starting to clean off the sole, as it's called. I may strip these and repaint it. Done some cleaning on these parts. Haven't decided how far I'm going to go with these yet. And of course, everything will be sharpened. So, anyway, that's where I am at this point. So, I'll just keep plugging away. Here are the parts of the Powr-Kraft plane to this point. I've done some cleaning and polishing on these parts. Soaked them in Evaporust for a couple of days and cleaned them up as best I could. There's still going to be some more polishing going on, I think, but they're pretty clean now. I also decided to strip the blue paint off these parts, the body and the frog. So I did that. Boy, that was a messy job. I don't like stripping stuff. Anyway, I spared you the agony of watching me do that. And next, I think next what I'll do is get the old paint off the wooden parts. So I think I'll do that. And then I think at that point I will start sharpening the iron. I think I'll do that, and maybe doing some more polishing on these parts. I think I will I'm going to put some blue paint. This was originally blue. Well, these parts were. The sole and the sides were not. And there's still some surface rust on there, so I've got to get rid of that rust. I think I'm just going to use some kind of abrasive on it. Steel wool or something like that. And of course I'll have to do that before I paint. So anyway, that's kind of where I am now. So I'll bring you back when I make some more progress. This is a piece of glass that's from an old end table that I use for flattening. Oops. I need to make this a little bit wider. Here's the plain parts after some flattening and sharpening, and a little bit more cleaning. Got most of the black paint off of the wooden parts. Scraped them down. So that's where we are now. I'm not sure where we go at this point. I'll have to think about it. I think we're about ready for paint, and I think I'm going to put linseed oil on these. Or I think I'll put some stain on them first, and let that soak in real good, and then maybe some linseed oil, and see if I do anything after that. So on we go. Here's the Powr-Kraft plain parts ready for reassembly. Repainted the body, inside of the body, and the frog. I did some flattening and sharpening on the iron and the body, sole of the body. General cleanup on the other parts. The wooden parts, I put some red mahogany stain on them, which I think is a little bit darker than I would have preferred, but anyway, I think it'll be okay. I put some Harrod's feeding wax on it, and I'm going to let it dry a little bit more before I put it together and put a coat of Johnson's paste wax on here. So, but other than that, it's ready to go. So that'll be coming up next. Here's the Powr-Kraft plane, all reassembled. I think it came out pretty nice, actually. Sorry for the noise, the heater just came on. Starting to get a little chilly here in Oklahoma. Anyway, I really like it. I appreciate Matt sending it to me. Here are the Powr-Kraft tools that Matt sent me after some cleanup. Here's the Sabre saw and the plane. I think they came out really nice. They're in good operating condition, and I think they look great. So I'm really happy with them. Well, I think the Powr-Kraft plane and jigsaw came out really nicely, and I'm going to enjoy having them in my Powr-Kraft collection. Thank you very much to Matt for sending these to me, and I really appreciate it. So be sure to check out his channel if you haven't already. So with that, I want to thank everybody for watching. And please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And we will see you next time. Bye now.